Your relationship just ended. Perhaps it's from a divorce. Maybe it's from a breakup after being together for several years. Either way, at some point, you probably thought that she was the one and that she'd stick around forever. And now you're sitting around wondering, what the hell do I do next? Well, my friend, you are at a crossroads and you have two options. Option one is you can choose to drift through this, hoping that time is going to heal all your wounds. Or option two, you can take control and rebuild into something better than what you had lost. Most guys choose option one. They sit in tremendous pain, hoping that somebody's going to come and save them. A year goes by and they're exactly the same spot that they were. Checking their social media at 2 a.m., replaying conversations in their head about something that happened months ago, avoiding places because it reminds them of her. Then you have option two, which is taken by a small group of men who understands that this loss isn't just an ending, but it's a chance to rebuild, to become something bigger, something greater. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 rules that I had to follow in order to begin my recovery from divorce. But before I dive into these rules, let me go over what keeps most men stuck, including myself. For me, I chose option one for months. I did not know any way out. I was very focused on the past. What did I do to blow this relationship? Doesn't she remember all the good times? Focusing on where is she doing now? It was always about somebody else. I was never focused on what I could do to control my situation. I would sit at work distracted, listening to sad songs, thinking maybe somehow the universe will bring us together if she just sees how upset I am. Focused only on the positive things that were part of the relationship, never on any of the fights that we had or the mismatch we had or the red flags that were going on. It was always focused on the past, somebody else, never on what I wanted, where I wanted to go. Doing this, I numbed myself as well. I would come home, play video games, eat garbage food, watch porn, go to bed early, trying to just sleep the pain away. Just thinking like maybe time will just heal my wounds. Maybe if I just wait long enough, the advice people are telling me, just give it time, you'll feel better. That's going to cure everything. But it wasn't until I implemented these 7 rules that really started to change everything for her. These are rules. These are not suggestions. These are the things that you have to do in order to start recovering from divorce. So let's get into them now. This first rule seems very obvious. It seems like it should be simple to implement, but this is actually one of the hardest for guys to actually do. And I don't know why that is. I know for me, I think I was just addicted to pain, but I wanted to keep stalking her on social media. I wanted to know what she was up to at all times. I wanted to find out as much information as I could about her new boyfriend. And every time that I would check her Facebook, anytime that I would check her Instagram, it would just restart my healing cycle. I could never find anything that would actually make me happy. Every time I saw something new, it just put me deeper and deeper in despair, thinking she's so much happier with this guy. Then I'm starting to wonder, what does this guy have that I don't? Is she going to marry this guy? Is she going to ever remember the good things that we did together? So every time that I would see a new post from her, it just brought me deeper and deeper into a spiral. I could never find any happiness from this. It literally only led to pain. So if you want to start healing from your divorce, from your breakup, it's going to take blocking your ex on social media. She moved on. In the words of David Goggins, fuck her. She's got her own new life. It's time for us to focus on ourselves. And going through social media, stalking her is only going to relive pain and restart the healing cycle. So rule number 1, block her from all social media. Rule number 2 is where most men are going to fail immediately. As soon as they feel any amount of pain, they resort to numbing activities and escapism. Drinking, smoking weed, playing endless video games, sitting on the couch all night, watching Netflix, eating ice cream, doom scrolling. These activities are not going to get them to where they want to go. Pain is inevitable. It sucks that it's going to happen. You just got out of a relationship. You just got dumped. Your wife has moved on. Whatever it is, there is going to be pain. Rule number 2 is that you need to take that pain and use it as fuel, not escapism, not numbing activities. These numbing activities are going to keep you stuck. There is nothing in them that is going to improve your life in any way. You're not going to move forward. You're not going to become a better version of yourself. It's not going to help you get the relationship that you want in the future. You're just hiding from the fact that You need to grow. So you've been given a gift. This pain can be one of the most motivating things that you've been given. Use that pain to fuel your workouts. Use that pain when you're feeling upset that your ex is with somebody new, or she's with friends, or she's doing some new activity. Use that pain to fuel yourself to get out of the house, to go to the gym. Use that pain to fuel yourself to go to a new event, to meet new people. When you're escaping just through sitting and smoking weed or playing video games all night, you're not building your social skills. You're not building your new social circle. You're not becoming a better version of yourself. You're just limiting your potential, and it's going to keep you stuck much longer. So rule number 2, use that pain for fuel, not escapism. This third rule might piss some people off. Maybe it'll trigger them. Maybe it'll make it difficult for them to actually understand and implement. But this should be your motto for life. That is, you need to take personal responsibility. You need to take ownership for what happened in the relationship. You are not responsible for what happens to you, but you are responsible for how you react to things. Your wife left you for another man. Merry fucking Christmas. What are you going to do about it? You can either sit around moping, numbing yourself with alcohol, ice cream, all that stuff. What's that going to get you? Is that going to help you in any way? Or can you take personal responsibility and realize that, yes, this did happen. This really sucks. I am not happy about this at all. But I know I can take steps to improve. It's up to me. No one is coming to save you. This comes down to no one's coming to save you. It is your responsibility to figure out where you're going to go in life. Do you want your ex back? Okay, maybe you do. Is she going to come back to a guy that's sitting around, really doing nothing, just moping around? Do you think she's just going to feel sorry enough for you that one day she comes back? I mean, maybe that'll happen. Or is she going to want a guy that takes responsibility for his life? What is he doing to improve his life now that this should happen? I know for me, I was the kind of guy that did not have any responsibility. I blamed others. I assumed it was because I was born defective, that I couldn't socialize, that I didn't feel attractive. Like, these are all things. I just played the victim. And that's not an attractive quality. So, of course, my ex isn't going to want to come back. That's probably why it caused a lot of friction in our relationship, to maybe why she wanted to leave in the first place. I don't know. But she did leave. She left. What am I going to do? Do I just continue to mope around for years and years and years, never doing anything? Or do I figure out, okay, what do I want in life now that this happened? It is up to me to determine what direction I am going. Personal responsibility, taking ownership. This leads into rule number 4, and that you must invest in your growth. You are not going to improve. You're not going to get the relationships you want. You are not going to recover from divorce if you are not finding ways to grow and to become better. Invest in your future. Find books that you can read that are going to improve you as a man. This could go into anything as style, communication, social skills, being better at sex. There's so many things that you can learn, that you can invest in to improve your life situation now. You are where you are now. That is not changing. She's not coming back through that door today. And even if she did, you're still going to have the same issues that you had before. You have to grow. You have to invest in your future. So read books, listen to Audible, go travel, take an adventure, get a mentor, do anything that you can to become on the path of the man you want to be. Like, what kind of relationships do you want? Now is the time to figure out where you are in life. I know for me, I got married very young, 22, for 12 years. I didn't know what I wanted from life. It was just drifting together. Okay, we're married, we go to school, we go take the first job that we get. I never had to figure out what I actually wanted to do. I never actually took any time to invest in my growth. So if you want to move forward after divorce, recovery, breakup, whatever, you're going to have to find ways to become better. There's so much you can do. Rule number 4 is you got to invest in your growth. Rule number 5 might be very difficult, might be a little bit scary. For years, you've identified as a couple, as we, as us, and now you're identifying as I. You probably identified as a great boyfriend, a great husband, a great companion, a provider. You were doing everything you could for your ex. You were the nice guy. Whatever your identity was, it was associated with another person. And maybe you didn't have the freedom to become the man that you wanted to be, but now you're on your own. It is up to you to determine what kind of man do you want to be. Do you want to be an adventurous man? Do you want to be a man that becomes more social? Do you want to be the guy that just sits around and mopes about his exes? Now it's up to you to determine the kind of guy that you want to be. It's really anything that you want. It's what kind of life do you want to do? Take the time to dig deep, figure out where you want your life to go. What kind of things do you want to do? What kind of person do you want to have in your life? And then what kind of man do you have to become to get those things? This is something that can be done. Many of us don't have a vision of where we want to go. We just get into a relationship. We just kind of drift into, it all just kind of falls into place with no thoughts at all. A lot of us didn't have, many people don't have that epiphany or that realization that they can actually choose who they want to become. They get out of a relationship, they realize that they're on their own. They can do whatever they want now. So being single, being out of this relationship, this divorce, this marriage is a gift. You are given the gift of being able to now choose the kind of guy you want to be. So take the time to do that. Rule number 5, drop your old identity and develop the new one that you want. Rule number 6 is going to be vitally important in helping you achieve rule number 5 of shifting your identity. You are where you are because of your behaviors, your routines. So you're going to need to develop new ones that are in alignment with the kind of man you want to become. So rule number 6 is you need to identify and implement a new routine, new behaviors. If you want to become a more charismatic man, if you want to become more social, if you want to become more adventurous, start developing behaviors that implement this. What can you do on a daily basis that would get you to start to become that man? Rather than going home and playing video games or watching TV, could you watch a YouTube video on how to go have a conversation with somebody on the street? Or could you look up where could I go travel that would help me become a little bit more adventurous, help me break my comfort zone, help me meet the people that I want to meet in my life? Can you go and start to associate with a new group of friends that you want to be around? So number 6 is you have to start developing behaviors on a daily basis that are going to help you become this guy. If you want to be in better shape, start developing a routine where you go to the gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week. If you want to become less of a nice guy, start developing ways that you can practice setting boundaries every day. You're going to need new habits. You're going to need new routines. If you want to move forward, if you want to become a better version of yourself, if you want to recover from this divorce or breakup. Rule number 7 can be a bit difficult to implement. I know not everybody has a strong group of friends that they can connect with, but you need to get out of isolation. That just breeds depression. If you're sitting alone at home, focused on the past, focused on what you have lost, it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward. So rule number 7 is connect with old friends. And if you don't have old friends, go start connecting with new friends. Go out and become more social. Go to a meetup.com. Go to an event that you've always been wanting to do. Maybe you'll meet somebody there that you really resonate with. Go to places that are with like-minded people. Now's the chance to really get out and become the man that you want to be. Go find people that are on that same mission. You can do this through meetup.com. You can do this through Facebook groups. You can do this through just going to local bars and talking to people. Like there's so many things that you could do to just get out and really connect with people. But if you stay in isolation, I know it's tough. You feel depressed. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to really leave the house. It's a lot easier to just stay home and be sad. And if you're like me, it is tough to develop social skills. I always felt uncomfortable going to bars and clubs with people I don't know. I still kind of feel like that sometimes. But being in isolation is not going to help you. It's going to make it worse. If you want to be more of a social guy, if you want to be more of a, whatever you identified as, you're still going to need to connect with people. So figure out what kind of people those are. Where do they hang out? Get out. Don't be alone on your own. Connect with people. Talk to people on like-minded Facebook groups, wherever. Just don't do it alone. That's rule number 7. I know that was a lot of information. These are the 7 rules that I had to follow to get onto my recovery from divorce. These are things that I knew if I did not implement, I was going to stay stuck for a long time. I was going to be that option 1 guy who just drifts through and hope time is going to heal everything. But once I started implementing these, I started to get towards the life that I really wanted. For me, I identified as a guy that became more attracted to women. He was more social. He was adventurous. He was in better shape. He did whatever he could to raise his sexual market value. That was who I identified as. That is who I wanted to be. So these are the things that I did. I had to block my ex from social media because I did not want to see what she was doing. It did not help me become the man that I wanted to be at all. It only led to pain. I had to identify as this new person. I had to start implementing new behaviors where I would go out, practice social skills, practice meeting new people, moving out of my town so that I could be around like minded people. This is where I started meeting new friends. This is really what I did. I started doing a lot of this because I wanted to, make her jealous as well. I wanted her to see what she had lost. What kind of man could I become? I'm focusing more on the present and not the past. So hopefully those rules helped you out. These are what helped me out. I think that they're required. That's why I consider them rules. If you need any help implementing these, if you need any help really getting on the right track after a divorce or a breakup, join a clarity call. We'll go through, really figure out where you're at now. What steps can you start taking to get the life that you wanted so that you're not feeling stuck? If you've been dealing with this for months, for years, I get it. It's very easy to get stuck in this trap. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody. I know it is possible to change. It is possible to just become a much better version of yourself. So join that call. I'll help you get there. Message me in the comments anything that you'd like to see in future videos, anything that can be improved, whatever you got for me. I'd love to hear it. There's a car riding up on me now. They might want to murder me and take my camera. I don't know. But that's it for this video. We'll see you next time.